Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Alert!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Here's a give up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. Play fake. Here's Prescott. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball's thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And able to get this down inside the 15, even the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Prescott. That is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? He's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. The Cardinals hit 9-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is taken at about the 14. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Let's take it inside his own 40. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. On second down, they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Back to 60, back to 6, 18, Pioneer. Check, match, Mustang 19.
Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught at the end. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
It's now 3rd and
60
goal.
Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, go.
Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Here comes 3rd down at 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Powerful running. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. That'll go down as is an 84-yard punt return. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
An extra point forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Niners 14, Cardinals 3.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in the yard. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Kill! 47!
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
13 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Prescott now. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
Final play of the half, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Prescott. Able to shake him off. Completes it to the fullback Ham. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So from the 37, here's second down and 3.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's a second down run with Sanders. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. Another run here with Sanders. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check.
Bourne going to go in motion left.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he rifles one incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Coverage by Charvarius Ward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Let's
Taken
go.
down right
Happy
at the line
Lions.
of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught. He got it in the end zone. So instead of trying to get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Cardinals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First down, San Francisco.
Prescott to throw him. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Odafe Owe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Prescott's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. simple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
From the set. 19 Lions.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he returns this to the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play,
and the pressure will bring it down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now Prescott.
That is caught. And he's going to have the Niners 1st down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And that's caught inside the 30.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Miles Sanders, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point attempt here still to come. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Niners 30, Cardinals 23. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. There he goes, left side. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Extra point attempt to follow here. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Up the right sideline. Now look out. He's to the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Miles Sanders with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Niners strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Here comes 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go on 4th down. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was it? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Prescott to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Come 19, come 19, Riggs, Riggs. 65 catch, 65 catch.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball? And they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order. That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
There. But the 9 picks.
9 picks. You want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like